Hi, today I want to show how to how to set up the scheduler for our EC2 instance. I will prepare the one EC2 instance, and it can be more, 2 or 3, but now just using the one. And after we go through the EC2 instance, we will go to the IAM to edit the role for the Lambda function. And then I will go to Lambda function to edit two Lambda function. One is for stop EC2, another one is to start EC2. And then go to the EventBridge to edit the schedule. And at the end, I will go to the CloudWatch to check. So first we can come here to view the documentation. The documentation provide what the policy we need to provide to Lambda function, and also the code for Lambda function. We can just edit a little bit and it can work. So let's start. Let me show you the EC2. So I created the EC2 instance in here. So now the instance is stop. Yeah, so then we have the EC2. It doesn't matter what kind of EC2 we create. The most important thing is the ID. Then we can go to the IAM role, and we can create a role. So in here we choose Lambda function, next, and so permission. So we go to the permission first. We go to the policy first to create the policy and attach the policy into the role. And the policy is under this documentation, so is in here. And the policy we can just copy, Ctrl C, and go to the policy, click JSON, just paste, and next give the policy name Lambda EC2 scheduler, and create the policy. So just waiting. So let me search Lambda. So we copy the name and refresh, and go back to the role and refresh and search it, click, and the next give the role. We keep same, but in here we type the role. And create a role. We can check the role. Check the role JSON file so it can start or stop the EC2 instance. And then we go to the Lambda. So here is AWS Lambda. We create the function from the scratch and give name like star EC2, and in here we choose in the Python and change the execution rule, because we already created the rule, so we can choose use an existing rule, and in here we click this one and create the function. So we can come here again, and here is the star EC2, so we just go to hit this one is stop, and this one is star, so we copy this code and pass the code in here, and we need to review the code before we test. So the region, which is our EC2 instance region, so I deployed in the Ohio, so which is US East 2. So we can come back in the US East 2. Okay, so the instance ID, and we go back to our instance and click this one and copy the instance ID, and because we only have one instance, we let me do it again. So copy the star check again. Okay. And put it here. Delete another one. So then we can double check the region is under here is correct, and the ID is C5FE, so we can deploy and come to here. The function here. This way and here this way, so we can see now it stopped. So we can test. So we test star and save and test, just waiting a while, then we come here to check start our instance, then in here we refresh, so now it's start. We just depending, waiting a while. In the meantime, we can go back to the Lambda function and create another one. So now the instance is running. Then we come back to our Lambda function, because I need to create another function to stop the EC2 instance. So stop stop EC2, and then in here we choose the Python, and using the existing rule, choose the rule we create and create the function. The same, we go to the documentation is in here, and paste in here, delete, you see it. So now this one is running. We try to refresh, and then test. So here is test, start, save, and we can click test. Okay. So we come to here. Now it's running. We refresh. It's stopping. Then we can. Now the EC2 instance is stopped. We can go to the CloudWatch first. Go to CloudWatch first and see to review it, and go to the log group. We can click the EventBridge first. And here we can see the two log group. We can double click this one and to see the log. So in just waiting. Stop, and we can come here. Log string here. We stop at this time, and in here we. So stop, and here is start. We start first, so we can compare the time. We start this one, and 3 minutes later we stop it again. Then we can come to the EventBridge, and on the left panel we can see the schedule. We can create a schedule, and we can use like a recurring schedule, and choose the time zone, and using the rate-based schedule. So depend on how much time you want your schedule like reopen. So if you want 1 day, like every day it will start at 5 p.m. and shut down start at like 5 p.m. and shut down at 8 a.m. for some instance for backup, or you want your instance start at the 9 a.m. and shut down at 5 p.m. when people log out. So now I want to test, so I choose 5 minutes. So it will trigger every 5 minutes, and here turn off. And right now is 5:32, so I using the 21 because 2040, and create schedule. We can say schedule start EC2. So schedule at 5:40 and reoccur and choose 10 p.m. 10 minutes. So next, and in here we trigger our Lambda function. We select star and the next. So no retry. Yeah, next. Create a schedule. So make sure during the creating now is 5:39. So when 5:40 it will restart. So we just try to refresh. Okay, refresh again. So now it depending. So it means the schedule, the EventBridge trigger the Lambda function at 40. So, and we can see later at 5:45 because stop Lambda function will get triggered at 45. And now we can just post. We can review the EC2 instance again. So I don't do anything. I just waiting for the time until time reach to 40, and now we need to waiting to 5:45 again to see the scheduler will stop our instance. At the meantime, we can go to CloudWatch to see what's going on in here. So we try to refresh this page and review the call log group. So that one is star. So we go to this one to check star Lambda stop EC2 function. And you can see it start at 5:45. Yeah, so we can wait in a little bit and see this one. I will pause the video and waiting and start the video again. Okay, now it's 5:44 and at the 5:45 our function will get triggered and the instance will stop. So let me go to check CloudWatch and stop. We can refresh this page because 45 is supposed to get triggered. So we come to our here. So we refresh. It's stopping. So it means the schedule work. And we can go to our CloudWatch again to review. Yeah, 45. So we get trigger and start the instance, and it will keep repeat every 10 minutes. It will start, and 5 minutes later it will stop, and 5 minutes later will start. Keep repeat. So this is today's video, and thank you for watching.